channel Class Like Community. So today we will be dealing with the most amazing topic of the transformer, that is the condition of maximum efficiency of transformer. So without wasting more time, let's begin with today's topic. So eta, this is eta and we denote it as efficiency in the transformer, and its equation is, or its formula is, V2I2 cos phi 2 by, in denominator it is V2I2 cos phi 2 plus Pi plus I2 square R02. What is this? What are all these terms used? So whenever you solve or derive something, you must always define the terms. So here eta is my efficiency, whereas V2 and I2 is my secondary winding voltage, or you can say terminal voltage in the secondary winding, and the current flowing in the secondary winding, and cos phi 2 is the power factor of the load. Okay, now see, Pi in terms of transformer means iron losses, whereas I2 square R02 in transformer refers to the copper losses. These two are the losses of the transformer. So these are the terms which need to be defined whenever you are deriving this condition of maximum efficiency of transformer. So in simple words, you can say that when transformer is in operating mode, the secondary terminal voltage is constant. That means V2 and V2 in numerator and V2 in denominator will be constant whenever the transformer is in the operating mode. That means there is the load case, and hence the transformer efficiency depends on the I2 and the cos phi 2. That means the current at the secondary winding and the power factor of the load. So at this point of time, what we do, we divide this formula by I2 in numerator as well as denominator. So when we divide, what we get, let's see. So when we divide, as our equation was what, V2 I2 cos phi 2. So when we divide by I2 gets cut, so we get V2 cos phi 2 in the numerator, and in the denominator it was V2 I2 cos phi 2 plus Pi plus I2 square R02. Whenever we divide this I2 will get cut. Whenever you do everything individually, that means V2 I2 cos phi 2 I2 plus Pi by I2 plus I2 square R02 by I2. That means I2 gets cut and we are left over with V2 cos phi 2. I2 doesn't have any in the denominator for the Pi, so Pi by I2 we get, and here one I2 and one I2 gets cut, so we are left over with I2 R02. So this is our formula whenever we divide the numerator and the denominator with the I2. So as our transformer's efficiency depends on the current at the secondary winding and the power factor of the load. So maximum condition is obtained by differentiating the quantity in the denominator with respect to I2 and equate to 0. This line states that this denominator will be equated to 0, and we will differentiate this denominator with respect to I2, that means the current flowing in the secondary winding. So what we do, d by di2 we do, because we are differentiating with I2, and V2 cos phi 2 plus Pi I2 plus I2 R02. This is the denominator which we get here, and we will equate this equal to 0. So as there is no term in the I2, what does the differentiation say? Whenever there is the differentiating term is not there, we consider it as 0. So when we differentiate this, we get 0. And here we see that it is 1 by I2 we are there. That means I2, anything is there to differentiate with I2. So Pi here is constant, so we will take out the Pi, and whenever we differentiate 1 by something or 1 by I2, then we get minus, because it is minus d, it is d differentiation of I2 minus 1. So we know that d of n minus 1 is what, or you can say that this dn minus 1, if I represent I2 as n, and then I have to represent my minus 1 as a. So the differentiation of NA, that means a we will take n and a minus 1. So first we will write minus 1, then I2 and minus 1. So we get minus 1 I2 minus 2, that means minus 1 by I2 square, right? So what we got? Minus 1 I2 square whenever we differentiate 1 by I2, and here R02 will be constant, and whenever we differentiate with I2 it is 1, right? So here if we take the minus terms in the opposite side, we get R02 equal to Pi by I2 square, right? And when we take this I2 square to the numerator here, we get R02 I2 square, and we know that this is our copper losses for the transformer, and Pi is our iron losses for the transformer. So whenever the iron loss is equal to the copper losses, then we will get the condition of maximum efficiency. That means we will keep any of the two terms, or the copper loss, or either the copper loss or the iron loss. We will keep one of those terms in our efficiency formula to get the maximum efficiency of the transformer. So let's do. So here I have put the copper loss is equal to Pi. That means I put V2 I2 cos phi 2 is my numerator, whereas denominator is P2 I2 cos phi 2 plus Pi plus I2 square R02. So I have taken this term as Pi, so I got 2 Pi. So here I got this formula. You can also write this formula as V2 I2 cos phi 2 by V2 I2 cos phi 2 plus 2 I2 square R02. That means here this formula is taken when iron loss is equal to copper loss. That means here I put the copper loss, that is R02 I2 square. So whenever you need to find the condition of the maximum, take the minimum value either for the copper loss or for the iron loss. You have to take the minimum value, whatever specified in the question. So I hope you understood the maximum efficiency of the transformer. So today's lecture ends here. Thank you, and see you all in the next lecture. Till then, be happy and have a great day.
Now is the code time. A single rose can be my garden, a single friend my world. I hope all of you understood the lecture of today, and thank you for watching.
Wow, that's impressive! You have completed a magic today. For more videos, subscribe. Join our Facebook group and Instagram page for group discussion and live Magus videos for exam preparation in an hour. We start at Classfly community for students to learn from a friend in a simple way and support them in their own languages. If you are willing to be that one friend who saves us at the exam night preparation, then please join us by visiting classfly.in.